Hi, I'm Patrick Friesen. I'm the plant scientist here at Biochambers. Today I'm going to show you how to make a multi-line and ramping schedule. Today we're going to start right here in the scheduling software. If you're new to our software, please watch how to make a simple schedule. Today we're going to make a multi-line and ramping schedule. This chamber has humidity and CO2 control, our standard LED lighting option with independent white and far red control, and ebb and flow auto irrigation. For many applications, a two-line on-off schedule is sufficient. However, maybe you require environmental conditions to change throughout the day, perhaps to grow plants that look and behave more similar to those growing outside, or for some other application or research goal. For this example, let's say we want to grow soybeans under elevated CO2 during a summer heat wave in upper Midwest North America. We then pick our environmental parameters, in this case inspired by weather from this past 2021 growing season. A daily low and high of 24 and 37 degrees Celsius in the early morning and late afternoon respectively. Relative humidity that changes with temperature, higher around the nighttime daily low, giving a low VPD, and lower relative humidity at the afternoon high temperature, giving a higher VPD. A 16-hour photo period we've chosen with light intensities that increase in intensity inspired by the sun on a clear day, 100% here at 1:30, it's solar noon. And of course, elevated CO2. In this case, we're going to say around double current atmospheric, or 840 ppm. And again, we're going to make the schedule in the same way we made a simple two-line schedule. First, we go to Edit and we make a new schedule. And we start here with the time, and we're going to start with midnight. And we're going to have, at midnight, it's going to be 27.3 degrees Celsius and 60% RH, 840 CO2, looks good, with the lights off. And here I'll make a note that you can, at our entry to the schedule, you can simply start typing your values and move with the arrow keys. And that's going to make things a lot quicker and simpler. And you can just start typing like this and go through it nice and simply. Okay, looks good. We're still in the dark here. We're going to add that entry to our schedule. Next at 5 a.m., we're not going to change anything now, except we are going to water with our ebb and flow auto irrigation and so forth. So here's our finished schedule, and I'll review about how our scheduling software works. From midnight to 3 a.m., it will change from 27.3 to 24 degrees Celsius and slightly go up in humidity from 60 to 70%, and that's all that's happening. Then at 5 a.m., the conditions don't change from 3 a.m. However, we do have some watering with our ebb and flow irrigation system. Then at 5:30, the conditions don't change. However, our lights turn on in intensity, and so on and so forth. This is a 22-line schedule, but if you wanted to add even more lines, the possibilities are virtually limitless. Here, if you had access to another growth chamber, you could copy this schedule and keep everything the same, except you could change this elevated CO2 at 840 ppm to closer to current atmospheric at 420 ppm. In another video, I'll show you how to export schedules, edit them in Excel, and then import and run them again to make that nice and easy. Another feature I'd like to explain in this video is ramping. And so if we look at our schedule preview, it shows the temperature changes throughout our schedule. And here we can see that they change in a stepwise manner. And so at 6 a.m., the temperature changes from 24 to 27.3 degrees Celsius. And this stepwise change is going to happen as quickly as the air conditioning system can heat up that air and move it to 27.3 degrees. If we wanted to change that, we can ramp the temperature. And so if we go back to edit our current schedule, we can go to schedule options and select ramp temperature. Now things change. From 5:30 to 6, we see that instead of a stepwise change, we have a linear ramping of the temperature. And then again at 8 to 9 a.m., over that hour, from 27.3 to 30.5, we have it linearly ramped as well from 8 to 9 and so forth. And towards the end of the day, we have ramping all the way until midnight, where it hits 27.3 degrees Celsius and then actually continues to ramp after that all the way to our low at 24 degrees. Continues ramping all the way through. Other things that can be ramped in this way are also humidity, relative humidity, and CO2 concentration, and light intensity set points. All of these can be ramped in a similar way. Again, our schedule here is a single day repeating schedule that will continue like this day after day with this 1 16-hour warm day on and on. It may be desirable to actually change this from day to day, not only varying the temperature and light intensity, but changing the conditions from day to day, maybe recreating a cooler, cloudier period, and so forth. And so to learn how to do that, please watch our next video, how to make a multi-day and astronomical clock schedule. Thanks for watching. For more information on how to achieve your plant growth goals, please check out our website.